so I'm actually pretty excited to do my foundation today because I got a new foundation that I have not tried, and I'm very, very excited to try it out. It just came out and I see a lot of people that was hyping it up. So I received a PR package in the mail, and I got the foundations, which shout out to Beautycreations, congratulations for the launch. I was invited to their launch party, which I was so sad that I couldn't make it because it was just like, I don't know, the fact that I live in Detroit, Michigan, it's kind of hard for me to just like, oh, you know, let me hop on the plane real quick and go to California for a launch party. It's not as simple as it seems, especially if you're a broke bitch. No, I'm just kidding. But, you know, like last minute flights are pretty expensive. I'm really excited to try the foundations out. Honestly, I'm not even gonna lie to you guys. The only one that I know out of this whole picture is Louis. Oh. It has like a whole mirror on this. You know what I was thinking? Whenever I travel, I always forget to take a mirror to look at myself while I'm doing my makeup. And this box right here is perfect. Like, it's a box, I can put my makeup in here, it has a mirror. This is literally something I'm probably gonna be putting in my suitcase whenever I travel. So they sent over the blending sponge, and then they sent me 6 foundations, so I'm gonna go ahead and look for my color. I'm trying to find my shade, and these are obviously way too, maybe that one, to be honest. So I'm gonna go ahead and treat this foundation like any other foundation, and I'm gonna do the same routine I always do. These 2 products right here that BoxyCharm sent over, and I want to use this one right here. It is a hydration 3-in-1 multi-mist. This basically primes for makeup, so I'm gonna go ahead and use it. And it has like a little, it's like a little, obviously a little mist. It smells so fucking, it smells so good. So good. It is from Murad. I've never heard of this company ever in my whole life, but this is what it looks like. If you guys are interested to like screenshot it and look it up. It came in my BoxyCharm. BoxyCharm sent me this big ass box, and I haven't received BoxyCharm in 2 months, but they sent me a big ass PR box. Let me show you guys. Look at this big ass box that they sent over. I was so shook when I seen it. The box basically came with a lot of skincare products. I'm not sure if it was Boxy Luxe or they just sent me a big PR box. All I know is that I received an email saying that they were gonna send me a box, and that's what I received. So I don't know. I even looked up on the website if this was like a Boxy Luxe option, and I didn't see it, but I did see that they did have a bigger box. So I'm a little confundida. So I'm gonna go ahead and start by priming my face, and I'm gonna use my favorite primer, which is this Italia Deluxe Pore Eraser Primer. And I love this primer because it just reminds me of the Smashbox primer, just that this primer is way cheaper than the Smashbox one, because the Smashbox one is pretty expensive. And like I've said in my other videos, I do not use expensive makeup. This primer is just $3.98, so like give me 10. I've purchased that primer about 5 times already, I'm not gonna lie, and it's because I used to take a lot of clients. Now I'm a little bit lazy and I haven't been taking any clients. That's a different topic to talk about. I used to use this primer on all of my clients as well, and it's just amazing. It leaves your skin feeling so smooth and soft. So I highly recommend this primer. I did purchase it at my local beauty supply store, but you can probably find it online if you look up Italia Deluxe Pore Eraser Primer and just purchase it online, because I'm not sure that all beauty supplies have this primer. I only go to one beauty supply, and it's the one on Werner. If you're from Detroit, Michigan, I go to Southwest Detroit, a beauty supply on Werner, and it's called Bella Beauty Co. I love that beauty supply. It has literally all I need. I always go probably like once every month and a half or so. I go because I need to like stock up on primer. So I go and I stock up on primer, and I stock up on my favorite eyelash glue. So that's where I get my goods from. Let's talk about this packaging. This looks very luxurious. So I have a thing for like rose gold, so that's a plus for me. The packaging itself feels very high quality and it does not feel cheap at all. When I take off the cap, it looks a little like this, and it has a little pump on it. And the one that I'm going to be using is the FS 4.0. I swatched 4 foundations before I picked this one, but I thought that this one was the closest. I think this one will do because the other ones are darker. I'm going to go ahead and pump it on my hand right here. I'm just going to use a brush to apply this on my face. So I'm just gonna do this side of my face, and they also sent the sponge, which I don't know, it actually feels really good. I have their black one, but I think this one is softer than the black one, and I'm gonna go ahead and blend this side out so you guys can see if it is full coverage or not. Okay. Ooh. No, but on some real. Okay, but can you guys believe that this foundation is only $12? It is medium to full coverage. I'm obsessed. Okay. I think I just found my new go-to foundation. I'm gonna see how I last up all day, and then we'll talk. But I'm gonna go ahead and finish half of my face so you guys can see the difference. Okay, so here is half of my face. And low-key, I am loving the foundation. It is definitely full coverage. And then this is the natural side. Girl, she needs some milk. For concealer, I'm gonna go ahead and use the Pore Shake and Bake Powder to Cream Concealer. I'm gonna go ahead and apply it right here. What? Okay, baby. Since it is a powder, I'm gonna just go ahead and grab it with my sponge and then apply it down here. I don't know how I feel about this. Hold up. Maybe if I apply more, maybe if I apply it to the sponge. So I applied it to my sponge instead. Let's see how it literally goes from a powder to a cream, which is like so crazy to me. I don't know how to feel about this. Like, I'm not even sure if it covers anything because the foundation is very full coverage anyways. This concealer is not where it's at. I don't know. I need... Okay, no. I'm sorry per you guys tried, but that's definitely a no-go for me. I don't know, it's just maybe that I'm not used to that. I'm gonna go ahead and use the Wet n Wild Photo Focus Concealer instead. I didn't like the sponge either. Not sure why. I do love this sponge though. This is the sponge that came with the foundation and I do recommend. Super soft. Applies your foundation great. So So now I'm gonna go in with my Wet n Wild contour palette, and it's the Dulce de Leche palette. Whenever I apply my lashes before I do my full face, I always go ahead and use this powder right here instead of using like a whole translucent powder, just because I feel like translucent powder is a little more messy. So this way it doesn't make my lashes look, you know, crusty, and this gets the job done just as well. Oh, I hit pan. I'm gonna go ahead and bronze my face. I didn't contour my face today because your girl's just a little lazy. Whenever I do cream contour and whatnot, it's when I'm trying to go all out. Today is not the day. I'm gonna use the Physicians Formula bronzer. This one is the deep bronzer one. You want to start back here first, and then you want to start blending it out. You want to blend it down. Whenever your brush has the most product, that's when you want to stay back here. Once your brush barely has any product, you want to start dragging it down. And this is where the catfishing begins, because then you don't look like a whole potato, you know? You bring some color into your face. Now I am going to go in with my Airspun translucent powder, and I'm going to be cleaning up my bronzer. This part is just so satisfying for me. I'm just curious, what part of your makeup routine is the most satisfying for you? And then I just grab a fluffy brush and I just dust it off. After that, I'm going to be grabbing my Mireyaamua cucumber spray, and I'm going to be spraying my sponge. And what I'm doing right here is melting all that into my skin. Even the powder you applied under your eyes. This just helps you so you don't look like Casper whenever you guys take a picture. But I am loving the way my skin looks in this foundation. For highlighter, I'm going to be using this ColourPop highlighter, and it came in with this collection right here. It's the palette that I use for my eyes. That tutorial will be in Spanish, but if anyone is interested to watch that tutorial, go ahead and look for the tutorial. I'm going to go ahead and use this highlighter right here, and it's in the shade Soft Pink. It looks a little like that. I'm going to go ahead and swatch it for you guys. It is super creamy and buttery. Oh, I'm excited to try it. So I'm going to go ahead and use my favorite brush, which is the Morphe E61 brush. If you guys don't have this brush, you guys need to get your hands on it. I am obsessed with that brush. So what I normally do is I wet my brush with the cucumber spray, and I wet my face as well. And this just helps your highlighter look way more pigmented. It smells so good. Why does it smell so good? Oh my god. Okay, this highlighter is coming through. Oh my god. I wet the other side of my face as well. I wet the brush again. Shook right now. I apply some on my forehead. I blend it all out once I apply blush. That's why I like applying my highlighter first and then the blush, because once you apply the blush, it just blends everything in together. For blush, I'm using the Laura Geller blush, and it obviously broke, and I used and abused the hell out of this blush, but I'm just so obsessed. And I got this blush in my BoxyCharm a few months ago, and this is in the shade Tropic Hues. And to apply my blush, I'm using the Morphe M462 brush. I go ahead and smile. You want to focus the blush on the apples of your cheeks. I apply some on my nose. Once your brush barely has any product, you want to throw it back. The brush, alright? Not your ass, the brush. I go ahead and blend out that highlighter that I applied on my chin and on my temples. This just brings in more color to your face. So now I'm using the Revolution Pro Hydra Matte Fixing Spray. Don't be greedy with your setting spray. I'm gonna go ahead and apply a little bit more highlighter. I wet my brush, and since my face is wet, this makes your highlighter pop even more. And for the tip of my nose, I'm going to be using the Morphe M431 brush. I'm not going to lie to you, I do just lick my brush and then I just apply it onto the tip of my nose. This gives the illusion that you have a slimmer nose. Like a little button cute nose, you know? This collection comes with the oil, and oh my god guys, like I am obsessed with their oils. This is the second bottle that they've sent me, and let me show you guys what it's perfect for on you. And it's like, just makes it look shimmery and you just look hydrated. I am literally obsessed with this oil. It smells so good. Imagine for like a photo shoot, if you want to give it a little extra pop, you can always add in your highlighter. So I'm gonna grab my highlighter brush and I'm gonna put it on my collarbones. It's never enough highlighter, you know? I'm gonna go ahead and touch up my eyebrows because it is literally driving me insane, the fact that it looks like I'm missing a piece of my eyebrow. But it's what happens whenever, you know, you're doing your makeup, you use powders and whatnot. You always want to go back in and touch up your eyebrows with some powder. If you guys are interested to know how I do my brows, there is a video in English and in Spanish, whatever you would like, of how I do my brows. No dusty eyebrows allowed. For my Lippie, I'm going to go ahead and pick one of these colors that they sent. And let's see. They sent over these 3 Lippies, and it's in the shade Gimme Schmore, Cutie Fruity, and the Strand. They look a little like this. I'm low-key feeling this shade right here. They all smell so good. ColourPop, why do you do my fat eyes like that? I'm forever sniffing your products, wanting to eat them. Don't even know what lip liner this is. It's just a lip liner that I have there. It doesn't even have a name. I'm just gonna overline the fuck out of my lips real quick. So I applied the lip liner first, and then I'm gonna go ahead and use this Lippie right here. There we go. And then I'm gonna still apply a little bit of more gloss. Before this, I did have gloss on, and I just had this She Makeup lip oil. That is that, guys. Let me go ahead and finish up my eyes and I'll be right back with you guys.